24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This is it. 18. You remember me. You remember me. 50, Mark 50.
On first and 10, Watson. And an alley to run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Watson now to throw. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. A shotgun snap for Watson. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, it's Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Markel Lee able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable second and 13. Here's Watson. Thomas has got it. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. From the gun on third, Watson. It's complete. It's Miller. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Houston.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Watson on first down. He's got Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2.
It's just me and you. Joker, Joker. Joker, Joker. Big Dan. Rotation. Spell. Come. Check 13.
They'll try and run it in with Hyde. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And what a way to cap off the opening touchdown drive. You go for 2, and you get it.
Remember when the PAT or the extra point was a gimme, right? Not plus 99%. It's not that way anymore, so more people are willing to take a chance, go for 2, and take the kicker a little bit out of the game.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
On second down, Jacobs. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Here's Carr to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability. And
he's got it at the 15. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. And he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 12-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st down, Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Watson, and now he'll tuck it and run. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
First down, Texans.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. He's got his tight end, it's Fells. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. From the 50, it's Watson. It's complete to Fuller.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Watson on 3rd down. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Now it's Watson. Got an open man. It's QT. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20, 10, and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half. To carry that with them, it's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw is Watson. Throwing on first down. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. To throw again on second down. Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
First down, Texans.
Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, open man is QT, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. He's got the hook up to Miller. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. And it's 3rd and short. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller as the first half is winding down. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half.
What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again is Watson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. On 3rd down, Miller. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This will be taken very short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Angelo Blackson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
After the sack on first down, Carr, and he's going to go down again. Angelo Blackson dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here comes Carter. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Check 19. Check 94. Check 99. Check 99.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Raiders have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. No way. Drop deep, drop deep.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. That's good for 28 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory. Down at the 33. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Barkevius Mingo in that time on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the 31, Carr under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Carr, catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Raider 9. Mike 55. Mike 55.
5.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Carr going to go on 4th down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. In for the score. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful kick?
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And you just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2, try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now Carlos Hyde in the game, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. He's back to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Curtis Riley. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield. Raider one.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams, 41 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Check set. 19. Check 55. Oh, you got deep?
They'll look to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
You ain't going nowhere.
Now Watson. incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target, and now it's second down. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. A throw out wide to QT, complete. Well, no doubt an electrifying